Akron, Ohio, for the Broadway, and then the Capital Limited finding the route that it has now, where it operates over the Pennsylvania up to Cleveland, and then the former New York Central into Chicago, and sharing the route with the Capital Limited. That's because Conrail wanted to move all of its trains, or almost all of its trains, off the former Pennsylvania Railroad through Fort Wayne from Crestline, and it did so, eventually selling a portion of that to Norfolk Southern, before technically acquiring it back in the Conrail split. But that's a whole nother fun quirk of rail history that we'll talk about in a future episode. But Amtrak was not set up to maintain lines like this, just not having the money to do so. The Northeast Corridor is one of the rare examples of it. So when it took over the Conn River line, a route that was operating on by exactly one train, operating twice per day, north and southbound Montrealer, it pretty much was evident that it could not keep this route, so it sold it to the Central Vermont. And so this is another thing that Guilford ended up suing over, because it was believed that the idea was, hey, if you're going to take it over, take it from us, you've got to operate it. But in reality, the Supreme Court and other courts ruled no, Amtrak
We in the railroad
could, in fact,
business probably haven't told the story of the changing conditions.
And today, that is now
I'm
part
Phil
of
Bell.
the Central
I'm a railroad
Vermont.
man too, and trains are in my blood.
And so the train didn't
Today,
operate for a couple
railroads
years
are
while
telling the
they
story
were
of
rebuilding
everything
this
they do
route
for
after they
America,
took it
right
from
here
Guilford,
on the All Aboard
Boston
podcast.
and Maine. And then it began operating again in 1989 on this roundabout routing, so it would go up its former route as far as New Haven, Connecticut, and then proceed east on the shoreline, which is the route most of the Northeast Corridor trains take to Boston. Some of them go